Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BASHAM, YAHAWADAH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Kim Walk-Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kohakup coming at you with another lesson. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Okay, so today we're going to go into the fact these prophecies, or this one particular prophecy, all right, that the people they kind of the irony of it is that people kind of knew about it for the most part, but yet then it got into a point where people are disregarding it, and then they're being kind of groomed into the notion that this isn't what they initially. Okay, and what I mean by that is how initially, okay, the prophets, not even just GMS, but like most camps, from what I remember, all right, I could be wrong here, but and maybe my memory isn't as good as I think it is, but to the best of my memory, I do remember plenty of camps before were saying that the MOT, what they were saying, the exact same thing that GMS says the MOTB was. All right, that's what I remember a couple years back, like 2000 or something like that, maybe. And now a lot of these camps aren't saying that anymore. Maybe some of them never said it. Like I believe WFI, because I promise you, WFI and Sakari, I'm pretty sure I heard them say that, but again, I'm not gonna. This video is not about them specifically. All right, this video is more so about the fact that these prophecies that are this prophecy. Okay, the whole DID. All right, and the fact that it will be mandatory. All right, all this stuff. The MOTB, this is the true meat and potatoes. This is the true lesson in that I really wanted to get into, and it's the fact that even in addition to other camps, all right, you also had other it's lucky not other people, I guess I want to say like Christians and stuff like that, and conservatives or whoever, all right, whoever is basically familiar with the biblical prophecy, all right, also agreeing or saying that the MOTB is such and such, all right, because I can't say it, all right. And now the issue with this is that the fact that even though it was such a a commonly known thing, that even I knew that in my infancy days of being this truth, as well as maybe when I wasn't even in the street yet. All right. So even as I knew that, from as a babe, all right, there's still people, okay, that now are either disregarding that information, or they quote unquote don't know. And I say quote unquote because it's more so now feels like they are ignoring the fact that it is, just so that they can partake in it. And you have people like as a one major example, who's kind of trying to make it seem like it's okay to take it, all right, or it's like not kind of, but like just straight up saying that it's not a part of the MOTB, and it's okay. Like it's like they're trying to, the same way that there was that one group, I forgot who they were, that went to go, because it's a publicity thing. You know how rappers or artists or whatever go to stores and record themselves buying their own album. It's a publicity thing to say, hey, this is a cool thing to do. If we are going to do it, why don't you guys go do it too? All right. So in that same sense, there was that one Israelite group that had went out, recorded themselves, all right, and posted it on their thing, that they were getting jabbed. All right. So this is basically kind of like a publicity stunt, and what's the word called, like saying that, okay, this is okay. All right. And in actuality, it's not okay. And these are the people that are leading you down the wrong path, are going to lead you to your destruction. All right. And this is and this is not even talking about, these people that are in the world that are trying to get people to take it or to follow after. All right. This is just the people that are the so-called leaders of the Hebrew Israelites. All right. And this is a big problem, because you never know whose intentions are sincere, and yet they are being led astray. They're being led to, like, oh yeah, if they're doing it, then that means that I can do it too. They're an Israelite, and they know this, that, and third. Or they're course, if they aren't a part of the elect, then they were made to be destroyed. It's impossible to deceive the elect. It's the elect. Let me get that. Mark chapter 13, verse 22. For false Hamashiachs and false prophets shall rise and shall show signs and wonders to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. Possible, but their intentions were to deceive the elect. All right. So as a result, there are going to be people that the Lord's not dealing with them, okay, and they're going to be led to slaughter. But I'm just saying, I guess on a carnal mindset, it is kind of sad, but at the same time, the Lord's not dealing with them if they do get deceived. Outside of that, this is these camps that are getting blood on their hands, because they are, at the end of the day, destroying our people. All right. Anyway, getting on to this, okay, Yahawadah, I put the link to this video in the description. All right. We're going to get into this article, all right, because I saw this brother's lesson, and then I wanted to go get the thing myself, which again, this article will also be in the description of this lesson. So anyway, basically Slakia. Okay, so basically UN says Bill Gates digital IDs will be mandatory to participate in society. So where have we heard that but one before? Anyway, just a quick read. The United Nations has announced plans to roll out. Can I click on this? No, I cannot. The United Nations has announced plans to roll out digital IDs worldwide by the year 2030, which will be mandatory for people who wish to participate in society. Now, this is actually crazy. First things first, Yahawadah, we pray, we hope and pray that they implement it faster. You just never know how things are gonna go. That Esau might think that it's 2030, but with the wars stuff going on, it just I'm not saying that we know a date. It's just all we can do is hope and pray. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Now, anyway, it also said that that there's these digital IDs, okay, are going to be mandatory. So you're not allowed to be able to participate in society unless you have this digital ID. All right. Of course, how do you implement that? All right, like what is the foundation of it? Like, what are all the necessary components that make up this digital ID? This is a question that we need to ask. This is the question: how will they implement it? And number one, like, is it like what's the word? Does it infringe on our human rights or something like that? All right. But of course, even if it did, there's like they really it has gotten to the point where they don't care. They're still gonna just do whatever they want, okay, whatever to fit their agenda. And the fact of the matter is, as the point we're at right now, there are so many people. Okay, take the jab for example. Okay, a lot of people were just saying, "Oh yeah, we just have to take it. We just have to take it. This and third, blah blah blah. Believe this." In like, if we had just taken a step back and been able and had the knowledge on our own, okay, and the wisdom to just say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna take a step back and wait, see this, that, and the third, whatever. And then even when people who were still on the fence about doing it, okay, because they said that they weren't sure, and they weren't necessarily anti. All right, even though people were like that, they were still being demonized for their, I guess, fence sitting, if you want to call it that. All right, which again, it does play a part into these people that are just trying to go in this one uniform zombie type mindset, where actually this actually what Esau wants. Esau wants the masses of people to be zombies and want them to be unable to think for themselves, so that they can do whatever they want to the people, and they can make the people do whatever they want them to do, all right, or whatever the higher ups want them to do. All right, let me get this. 1 John chapter 2 verse 15: love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And that's the thing. We can't, with how much the world is just weird, upside down, and wicked. All right, we cannot bring ourselves to love this world. And speaking of this whole uniform, thinking, all right, in this uniform mindset, you can also see that in the alphabetism, or in the alphabet mindset as well, because one thing about that is, when you try to like break down the, I guess, philosophies, and then the reasoning behind why X, Y, and Z is okay, but not M, L, M, N are okay. Which it's the like they can say that same thing is homo is okay. I don't know if I can say that. Fuck. Pans are okay, but not pedestrians. Pedestrian. I understand what I'm saying. If you actually go into that, or if you also go into what's the other one? I'm trying to think what word, a proper term. Monster loving, I guess, if you want to call it that, since I can't use either of the two. Zoo loving, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, if you go into those types of stuff, then things get more and more, because as Esau advances into his things and allows more and more things to be okay, all right, as a result, he's blurring the lines more and more, because first it was just two of the same things are okay, then now it's this, then now it's that, then you can blur the lines more and more, and then as the lines blurring, and then the morality of it is blurring more and more, then it's just gonna get to a point where literally anything and everything is okay. You can marry a freaking car or whatever, and that is considered. You have to, and other people have to accept that as being okay or whatever. All right, and the fact of the matter is how this is all against YAHAWASHI, and this is all against YAHAWASHI, and we cannot have any love or care for this, okay? And that is this whole uniform mindset, which when you actually talk about it and try to challenge that mindset, then they can't think for themselves. They cannot rationalize it, and this is where that whole uniform mindset falls apart, because not everyone, or the people that believe in that thing, not everyone is able to kind of explain it. Only a select few, I guess, if you really try to find it, or even then, like, not all of them can truly and fully break it down like 100%, because that type of reasoning, that type of logic is inherently flawed. All right, but moving on, Romans chapter 3 verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Yahweh forbid. Yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Okay, so this is the thing. Like, this is the big issue. This is the big problem, because there are people that don't want to believe this, that don't want to believe that this is true. This is a part of the prophecies specifically. This is a part of the prophecies, all right? Then as a result, they're going to disregard it, and they're just going to want to believe what they want to believe, and believe that, oh, wow, would you look at that? Fact checked? Was that on my thing? No, it wasn't. That's crazy. Anyway, because they don't want to believe because they want to believe what they want to believe, and it's the same thing with the whole alphabet stuff, all right? Because they don't because they don't believe in this whole morality thing, or they don't believe that the stuff that they're doing is wrong, or they don't want to admit or see the things that they're doing is wrong, all right? Especially when they say that, and especially when they claim that they're Christian. They know what's in the scriptures, but then they want to say, okay, well, we eat pork still, so this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. If you're going to pick one, then you have to do all of them, which we, as Israelites are in this truth, we do keep all of them to the best of our abilities. And it's not a matter of, it's not a defeat. We're not supposed to be having a defeatist mentality. Okay, we're supposed to be doing what we can, all right? Doing what we can, doing all that is in our power to please Yahweh Shai. All right. Now, with that in mind, Slakia, getting a bit winded. Anyway, with that in mind, as I was saying, the whole about this stuff. Okay, going back into the whole what's it called, the not prophets, but I guess the false prophets, okay, that are trying to make this things okay. There have been talks that some of them have gotten I forgot what it was called, whatever that agreement thing is called, where they get paid or they get tax exempt. All right, I forgot the exact name of it. What? Anyway, we're regardless. Anyway, Yahawadah, what I'm talking about. Because of this stuff, there have been you're gonna have these people are going to have to answer for this. Jeremiah chapter 48 verse 10, cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. All right. So it's not a literal sword. It's, the spiritual sword, which actually, let's get that as a matter of fact. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahawah. Okay, so the word of Yahawah is the sword of the Spirit. All right, this is our sword. When we keep our sword back and we're not, rebuking and reproving these people that need to hear this gospel, okay, that need to hear the truth, that need to repent, all right, then this is the problem. This is when we are doing the work deceitfully, okay, especially any of these groups, okay, if they have taken any bribes, all right, and are not, doing the work honestly, all right. Let me also get this. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 2, be the flock of Yahawah which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. Filthy lucre is like, basically money, all right? So dirty money, and also by extension, just money to preach what people want to hear, not what they need to hear, all right? You can understand that, because that's a very important thing, all right? Finally, this is just, what this is, all right? This whole mandatory stuff. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a, in their right hand or in their foreheads, okay? So what was that other thing that they were implementing, all right, to make the society, to try to make the society less, reliant on, human interactions and all this stuff like that. And with the whole people, stores keep on getting robbed, so as a result, you need to enter in the thing with your digital ID, so that when you go in a store, take whatever you want, and then you can just leave, because they're going to take the money from you automatically, all right? Like, this is the stuff that they're trying to implement, all right? And these are all biblical prophecies and the word. Okay, let me get that as a matter of fact. Isaiah chapter 55 verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not. Let me start over. Isaiah chapter 55 verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Okay, so the word of YAHAWASHI, it's not going to come up void. It's going to happen. All the prophecies of YAHAWASHI, it's going to happen, just because, only because it has came out of the Lord's mouth. Okay, and with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, DTA, Abad, Babal, and Shalom.